Hello and welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm making the Hasegawa 1:84 scale Ki-61. This is a really nice kit despite the tooling being from 1993 and this boxing being from 2005. I started by removing both fuselage halves. I assembled the cockpit by adding the front bulkhead to the floor and the side panels to the inside of the fuselage. The interior parts were then painted with IGN ash grey. The leather on the seat was painted with 84 leather brown. I then added the interior parts onto the right half of the fuselage. After this I could put both parts together. The only part that didn't fit well was the engine cover. This part was a bit too wide and required a lot of sanding. I started painting by spraying the cockpit area with the interior colors, so that the inside of the clear parts would match the actual interior. Up next was a black Vallejo primer, which would serve as a great base for the aluminum paint. I painted the tail and leading edge with the white since the yellow and red paint used on these parts doesn't have a good covering property. The decals were applied with Revell Decal Soft. After this I gave them a coat of Microsol. I never used it before, but I had heard a lot of great things about it and I see why. The next step was probably the hardest thing I've ever done on a model. The paint scheme I had chosen had these dots of green which I sprayed freehand and at a low PSI. This was a really tedious process since the needle would constantly clog up, however I'm really happy with the way it turned out and I'm glad that I didn't just go for the basic metal paint option. In hindsight it might have been better to wait till I had more experience with the airbrush since it's only the 4th model I've ever painted with one, but I think it's the best paint scheme I've ever done. I kept the exhaust removable and painted up with leather brown. The propeller was painted with IGN medium brown. I wanted to try and airbrush the exhaust, however I don't think I'll be doing this much in the future. After the wiring was done, I attached the final small parts. The only thing I had to do after this was attach the aerial wires. After this step, I considered it finished. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.